Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
We're following a developing story out of Alabama tonight. This is a live look at what has turned into a celebration rally for Democratic Senate candidate Doug Jones.
In fact, that is Jones right now at the podium. The election is not officially over, but multiple news outlets are projecting that Jones will claim the Senate seat vacated by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. At last check, 95% of the vote had been counted, with Jones holding the slight lead. The Associated Press reporting that Republican candidate Roy Moore has not conceded yet. You can follow the latest results as the last votes are counted on our website, valleynewslive.com, and look for an update later in this newscast.
Called me and just said, I found your husband. He fell, and he had fallen off of his work trailer putting up Christmas lights.
An area man is learning to walk again after being injured while putting up Christmas lights.
Thanks to fast-acting neighbors, he was able to get much-needed help.
Tonight, Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer introduces us to Matt Jensen and his family.
Based on his age and his health, and that he did have sensation, were all good things. And then at that point, he basically only gave us the odds of 20% chance that he'd walk again.
Matt Jensen was hanging up Christmas lights on his new home when he lost his footing and fell about 8 feet right onto the cement.
So he fell from the top of that.
Jensen's wife, Megan, wasn't home at the time.
This neighbor heard Matt calling out and came to his rescue and, called me and the ambulance.
When Matt fell, he landed on both of his heels. This crushed his L1 vertebrae. He needed surgery immediately.
Without the surgery, the ER doctor told me he would be paralyzed.
And now Matt is still recovering. He's in rehab at a specialized spine center in Duluth. It's going to take some time before he can even stand up on his own. And the damage to his spinal cord is expected to be permanent.
Hi. This hurts a lot. Feels good though.
But Matt's wife and 3 kids are hopeful. They say Matt is going to defy the odds, and that 20% chance of walking again, well, that means nothing.
I know that he's gonna, be motivated to walk again, and I'm not even gonna worry about that percentage right now.
And the Jensens are beyond thankful for their neighbors who responded to Matt's cries for help. Megan says she thinks it's crazy how all this pain has come from something that is supposed to make people smile. In Glendon, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
This isn't the only obstacle the Jensens have faced in the past couple of months. Megan's mom passed away around the same time of Matt's fall. The community has come together to help the family. That includes a local radio station that donated $2,000 to the family through their Christmas gift program.
A young girl was hit by a vehicle tonight while walking in the crosswalk near a Grand Forks school. It happened just after 5 p.m. near Lewis and Clark Elementary School. Investigators say a parent was walking with the child when the crash occurred. They say they believe the driver swerved to avoid the parent and hit the child. The girl was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. The driver was cited for care required.
Discovery Middle School in Fargo is going to be expanded and upgraded. Fargo's school board unanimously approved plans that provide facility upgrades, additional space to accommodate growth, and remodeling the existing space. The expansion will allow Discovery to accommodate up to 1,100 more students. Here's what's going to be done. The areas in blue will be upgraded, including security to entrances, adding a wrestling and multi-purpose area, along with space for music rehearsal. The improvements also call for handling increased traffic. The total cost for the new construction and updates estimated at more than $16 million.
Today's warmer weather is coming at a bit of a cost, especially for drivers. Hutch joins us now. What's going on?
Well, as we head to bed tonight, some rain is developing and pushing into northeast North Dakota, some of it quite heavy. Road surfaces are quite cold, and much of this rain may freeze on impact. So some areas of freezing rain and snow as we go through the overnight hours. Everyone looks to get windy during the overnight hours with gusts over 40 miles per hour and falling temperatures with slippery road conditions and some wintry weather as we go through the day. It all begins overnight in the morning hours, an icy commute for some with some periods of snow during the day. More details on the storm system and its estimated time of arrival to your neck of the woods here in just a few moments.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thanks.
A decision on charges in the fatal shooting of a Minnesota woman is expected by the end of the year, but some in Minneapolis are ready for a decision now.
Justine Damon was shot and killed by Minneapolis police officer Mohammed Noor on July 15th in the alley behind her home. Noor has not been charged yet, and many say it's time for prosecutors to make a decision.
Reporter Zachary Lashway has the story.
On July 15th, 2017, Justine called 911 to report hearing a possible sexual assault. Minutes later, she was gunned down in the alley behind her home.
Catherine Hamburg, with Justice for Justine,
In a quest for justice,
is calling for answers.
The results of the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension investigation into the shooting have not been made public.
Hamburg says Justine Damon's family and friends know nothing more about the circumstances surrounding her death than they did the night she was killed. She says the person who does is Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman.
And despite having had these findings for 3 months, Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman has yet to announce whether he will bring charges against Officer Noor.
The group demands Freeman's announcement comes as soon as possible so it can be properly processed.
Not overshadowed by other news or by the holidays.
So why is this taking so long?
It is a little bit of a head scratcher for me.
Marsh Halberg is a criminal defense attorney and was a prosecutor for more than 25 years.
I will be truthful that I'm wondering why the decision has taken any longer than it has.
However, Halberg says he applauds Freeman for making the decision himself, rather than sending it to a grand jury.
I think this is a difficult case for the state, and that may be another reason for the delay here, is that this is a challenging case, and you don't want to charge a case unless you have a good faith basis that you can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
The county attorney says he still plans to make a decision on whether to file charges by the end of the year. As for the group, Justice for Justine, members say they will hold a rally following the announcement, regardless of the decision, at the site where Damon was killed.
A Fargo man spotted an act of kindness that he shared with us tonight. Terry Brown says he was walking into Hornbacher's in North Fargo, saw a young girl giving a piggy bank full of money to the Red Kettle bell ringers. Brown says the bell ringers seemed a bit surprised and shocked by the girl's gesture. He says he couldn't believe what he saw, and it appeared the young girl's mother was crying watching the little girl do such a nice thing.
That is a nice thing.
Very neat.
The last thing we want is to throw money down the drain, but some say that's exactly what's happening when we buy premium gasoline. That's later on Valley News Live at 10.
And apparently we need to stop accusing men of overreacting, because the man flu might be hitting men pretty hard.